to catch a flight at Kennedy Airport, southbound Van Wyck is going to make it a little more stressful trying to get there on time. Southbound Van Wyck near Rockaway Boulevard, you got a wreck knocking out at least the right lane. Fire department and the cavalry is with it. You got a standstill on down from Jewel Avenue. Bell Parkway westbound slows from Sunrise over to the airport. Eastbound brake lines east of Cross Bay Boulevard, and then again over to Sunrise Highway. East side of town, northbound FDR Drive. As you get out from underneath Gracie Mansion, you run into daylight and a crash knocking out at least the left lane, making a mess all the way back past the UN towards the Midtown Tunnel. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George, 60 to 90 again on the upper level. Yeah, it's getting worse. Here's why. There's a Yankees game. They're playing the Red Sox. That's going to mean a big crowd. Lower level is 45 to 60 minutes, and before you even get there, northbound Turnpike, Eastern and Western Spurs, a standstill getting up towards Route 46. Outbound side of the George Deegan's going to be bad either way to the stadium. Harlem River Drive and Cross Bronx also abysmal all the way out. Lincoln Tunnel, 45 to 60 minutes in, but only 20 to 30 out. It's 20 to 30 at the outbound Holland and the outbound Skyway with a wreck in South Kearney. Inbound Holland 30 from the Skyway, so the New York Bay, either way, much better play. Long Island Expressway eastbound getting over towards South Oyster Bay Road. Crash knocks out a couple of right lanes. It's not perfect, but if you're not in the truck, the Northern State is better. Traffic is sponsored by Come From Away. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins. Welcome to the Rock if you come from away.
Come From Away, the best musical winner, plays its final summer on Broadway. Find hope in the remarkable true story of the small town that welcomed the world. Last chance, visit comefromaway.com. Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here is meteorologist Carrie Schwindenhammer.
Well, it's going to be a pretty quiet night tonight. A few clouds around. We'll drop to a low 70 in the city, but 64 in some of the outlying areas. Just a mix of clouds and sunshine on tap for tomorrow. Now, one or two spots could have a thunderstorm in central Jersey, and at the shore we'll top it at 85 degrees. Then a shower or thunder shower around tomorrow night, the low 71. Humidity on the rise for Sunday and Monday. It'll be warm as well, limited sunshine, and a thunderstorm or two around, especially on Monday when they can be locally heavy in the afternoon. High both days, about 86 degrees. It's 81 with some sun overhead, the humidity 47%, wind southeast, gusting to 15. Again, 81 going down to 70 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather's Carrie Schwindenhammer on New York's weather station, 1010 Wind.
Wednesday time, 5:53. If you ever wanted to be a Ghostbuster with your own likeness on an action figure, well, now you can get that action figure. Hasbro will put your selfie on action figures thanks to 3D printing. Your face can be added to G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, Power Rangers, and more. You scan yourself into the Hasbro app, customize the hairstyle you want, and then hit send. Your action figure will arrive by snail mail. Wednesdays on 5:54. Split decision on having that beer this weekend. A new study says if you're younger than 40, no amount of alcohol is healthy, with researchers citing alcohol-related deaths and car crashes, injuries, homicide, and more. But the same research says if you are 40 or older without underlying health conditions, small amounts of alcohol might reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and diabetes. The analysis by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington looked at 30 years of data on people between the ages of 15 and 95 from more than 200 countries. 81 degrees now. Clear sky in New York, going down to 70 here in the city tonight. Wind news time, 5:55.
Hey, Lee Harris to tell you about the experts at Bath Fitter. My wife and I literally spent years trying to figure out how to remodel our bath without turning the place into a construction site. Then we got our free consultation from the experts at Bath Fitter, and we were convinced they could do the work in as little as one day with just one installer, and it's guaranteed for as long as we own our home. Do what we did and go to bathfitterdesign.com to design your new bath. That's bathfitterdesign.com and get 0% interest now.
The COVID-19 vaccine now offers big protection for little New Yorkers as young as 6 months. So now the whole family can be better protected from COVID-19. Talk with your pediatrician about the COVID-19 vaccine. To learn more, visit nyc.gov/vaccine finder or call 877-VAX4NYC. Wednesday time, 5:56. Now, the bottom line for small business with Rob Wall.
Are you a small business owner thinking about expanding your business by doing business with Westchester County? An accountant, graphic designer, cleaning company, furniture, just a sample of the types of goods and services that Westchester County is looking to better connect with this Thursday, July 14th from 9 a.m. to noon at the New York Power Authority headquarters located at 123 Main Street in White Plains. The event will focus on minority and women-owned businesses, service-disabled and veteran-owned businesses, and disadvantaged business enterprises. This is a great opportunity for business owners to meet with county departments, Westchester Community College, and the New York Power Authority to learn much more about the goods and services they need and how to obtain contracts. To register, go to westchestercatalyst.com/events. That's westchestercatalyst.com/events. And that's my view on the bottom line for small business. I'm Rob Walsh for 1010 Wins.
With Nissan 557.
40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me. 40 days up to 40 pounds. With NJ Diet, it only takes 40 days to lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds. NJ Diet's unlike any other diet. It's more of health transformation rather than a weight loss program. NJ Diet uses your hair, saliva, and blood work along with bioenergetic scans to personalize supplements that will target your hormonal imbalances, which gets your body into the fat-burning zone so you can lose the weight. Then NJ Diet uses DNA info to help you keep it off. Don't wait for your doctor to give you bad news and then try to figure it out. Get ahead of your health by visiting njdiet.com today. Your weight loss can help you overcome many health issues like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, arthritis, depression, even digestive issues. So, what are you waiting for? Locations throughout the tri-state area or worldwide with live online video consults. Visit njdiet.com or call 8555-NJ-DIET. Hey, Larry Mullins here. AG1 by Athletic Greens is not only going to change your life, but it's delicious. AG1 by Athletic Greens is a small habit with big benefits, and it's so convenient. So what is it? With just one scoop of AG1 in the morning or a travel pack, if you're like me and always on the go, and my body is absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, superfoods, and probiotics, AG1 is so easy. Just put one scoop in your water, shake it up, and start your day feeling good, like me. AG1 supports gut health, immunity, energy, recovery, focus, aging, and so much more. Trust me, I've tried it all with multivitamins and crazy diets. This is the best I've felt in so long, and it's less than $3 a day when you go to athleticgreens.com/news. It's time to reclaim your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/news. That's athleticgreens.com/news to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. athleticgreens.com/news. WNEW-HD3 New York.
Hey, 1010 Wins, this is Kelly Ripa. Thanks for giving us the world in just 22 minutes.
An Odyssey station. 1010 Wins AccuWeather says clear to partly cloudy tonight, low 70 here in the city. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. Could see an afternoon thunderstorm, high 85. Tomorrow night, some clouds with a shower, maybe a thunder shower around, low 71. Sunday, warm, more humid with clouds, some sunshine, a thunderstorm in spots, high 86. Monday, very warm and humid with clouds, limited sunshine. There will be a couple of heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, high 86. It is 81 degrees now, clear in New York. Humidity 50%. Winds are variable at 3 miles per hour. They're gusting to 17 miles per hour. Repeating the current temperature, 81. We're going down to 70. More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Tanya Mercado's our service aide. Walter Geist, senior writer. Kyle McMorrow is at the editor's desk. I'm Lori Madden.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins, New York.
Good evening, 81 degrees now at 6 o'clock. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. We have that stabbing at an Upper East Side bank today. It left a private security guard in the hospital in critical condition. He's still there. Police say it started when a customer handed out with the teller and then took his anger out on the guard. The hour is upon us. If you're planning to get in on the latest monkeypox vaccine appointment schedule, the platform goes live right now, so you need to be on a computer setting up your place in line. They got 8,000 spaces, but I don't need to remind you how fast those slots go. The smell is unmistakable, and with the new laws which say recreational pot is okay, everybody's firing up on every corner, but it's prompting complaints. Smell complaints, that is. Mayor Adams talked with us. Meantime, you might not have to worry about any smells on the beaches and at parks owned by the state. No more smoking at state-owned facilities after Governor Kathy Hochul signed that bill today outlawing puff, puff, pass, pass. And no joke, a
Betty says pretty soon it might be cheaper to take an Uber helicopter to get to the airport rather than waiting for an Uber X. We'll explain why. 10 winds AccuWeather. Clear to partly cloudy tonight, dropping down to a low of 70 degrees as we begin the weekend. West News Time 601 from the traffic center. Greg Rice.
A couple big events in the area tonight. Number one, that's the Yankees-Red Sox game over at the stadium. So as you can imagine, that is drawing a crowd. City-bound side of the George, 60 to 90 on the upper, 40 to 60 on the lower. It's not like this was perfect before everybody started heading to the stadium. This is just compounding an already bad line. Before you even get to the George, the New Jersey Turnpike, both spurs a standstill from Route 3, getting up past the Vince Lombardi over to Route 46. En route to the outbound George, the Deegan's awful either way to the stadium. The northbound and west side, if you can swing it, the best way to get you out of town at this hour. The Cross Bronx and Harlem River Drive, worst of it. Lincoln Tunnel is about 45 to 60 in, but 20 minutes out, down to 20 minutes at the outbound Holland, if that, but still 45 in from the Skyway. And then back in Jersey, the outbound Skyway with a wreck in South Kearney, same spot around the same time as yesterday. The Newark Bay going to be a much better play either way. Other big event tonight is a concert over at Citi Field. It's not a ball game, but it's going to draw a crowd akin to a big Mets one. So that's why the Queensbound Whitestone Bridge and the southbound Hudson route are awful. You get over the bridge, you get back in traffic from 20th Avenue down to the parking lots. It's also on the Grand Central, especially eastbound, is slow getting into the area. Northbound FDR out from Gracie, you got a crash in the left lane. Southbound Van Wyck at Rockaway Boulevard. Fire departments with a wreck in the right lane, loading you up from Jewel Avenue. And in Nassau, eastbound LI between South Oyster Bay Road and the Seaford Oyster Bay, a couple of right lanes blocked with a crash. It's the Odyssey Lottery recap presented by Jackpocket. Powerball is now $82 million, and Mega Millions is now over $480 million. Play Powerball and Mega Millions on your phone using the Jackpocket app. Must be 18 or older to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 West.
Thank you, GM. Before we get to our top story, let's check the weekend weather forecast. Meteorologist Carrie Schwindernhammer here now with our very latest weather.
And, you know, we've been keeping an eye on our radar all day, although we have been saying it's been a pretty nice evening out there and certainly a nice afternoon. Of course, one random shower popped up and is located right now near Mount Vernon, tracking off to the east, north of, obviously, Yankee Stadium, so not a big issue there. But you may see the clouds a little bit darker off to the north if you're at the stadium or if you're headed on your way. Overall, though, it looks pretty good for tonight. A few clouds overhead, and certainly tomorrow, the best chance for a thunderstorm will be across central Jersey and at the shore. I think there's a better chance for anyone to see one for tomorrow night. And by Sunday and Monday, the humidity's on the rise. Could have a thunderstorm or two. Heavy thunderstorms a possibility on Monday. Larry?
Thank you, Carrie. Bank security guard remains in the hospital tonight, out of surgery, but not out of the woods by any means after taking a knife to his body. Police say this wasn't a bank robber that did it, but apparently a bank customer upset about the service, and the guard was trying to calm him down after a fight with the teller. Didn't go well. 1010 West reporter Julia Papa tonight.
A disgruntled customer at the Chase Bank who had been trying to get into the bank before it opened stabbed a security guard in the neck.
And he's a very nice person. He's a very nice guy. I just passed there by the other day, too. He's a very nice person.
That's Laura, who would see the guard in the bank or in the window. Police say the customer had some kind of dispute with a teller, possibly over a deactivated account. The guard sought to address the situation when he was attacked. Travis lives in the neighborhood.
If you're angry at someone, you know, you have every right to be angry, but you don't just pull out a knife.
Residents here say violence has escalated. A CVS nearby had recently been robbed at gunpoint. Juliet Papa, 1010 Winds on the Upper East Side.
And that attacker fled on foot westbound on East 86 has not been seen since. Again, we'll continue to monitor developments. Mayor Adams commenting on the growing number of New Yorkers calling 311 lately to complain about foul odors in the city.
Yeah, the number one thing I smell right now is pot. It's like everybody is smoking a joint now. Everybody has a joint.
Marijuana smell aside, the mayor says the sanitation department doing what it can to make sure the city's smelling fresh and clean, but said they can't do it alone.
All of us must participate. And that is number one. Our store owners should be sweeping up in front of their store. They should be making sure they're bagging their garbage. Although we don't have a law on containers, there's nothing stopping them for creating or building containers.
According to an analysis by the New York Post, complaints about outdoor smells to 311 up 54% in the first 6 months of this year as compared with the same period last year. They don't have to worry about the smell of smoke, pot, or anything else. legislation today making it so that you can't smoke anymore at any of those places, or else. Darius Razzias tonight.
State parks and beaches in New York will now be smoke-free. Smoking is now not allowed. Diana Gonzalez from Minneapolis says not everyone will be happy about this.
Well, I think some folks that are smokers are probably going to be like, oh man, that sucks.
Governor Hochul signed a bill into law banning smoking in most state parks and beaches. For people who want to light up here at Jones Beach, they'll have to hike it back to the parking lots here where it's still allowed. Jillian Sabatino from Bayshore is here with her family, and she says they should be able to enjoy the fresh air.
You can smell it, and you know, cigarette butts, they're gross, they don't decompose.
Violators will be fined $50. Darius Razzias, 10-10 wins at Jones Beach.
10-10 winds AccuWeather, clear to partly cloudy is the word, with a low of 70 degrees in town, 64 in a few of the outlying areas. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. You want to watch for an afternoon thunderstorm, especially across central Jersey and at the shore. High of 85, and then tomorrow night, we'll get down to a low of 71. They're talking showers and a thunderstorm there as well. We're at 81 degrees right now in the park. Winds news time 6:07. All right, folks, we told you about it 2 days ago, and now it's here as we go on the air. New York just opened another 8,000 monkeypox vaccine appointments on the city's online platform. As you know, previous rollouts have been rocky. Either the website crashed because of the crush of people, or they simply ran out of vaccine. Talking about within 90 minutes here, so the appointment platform live right now for people at the high risk of getting the monkeypox LGBTQ+ community. And the city is using its own website this time, so it's the same one they use for COVID appointments. Officials are hoping this time the site won't crash. We haven't heard anything so far, so no news is good news. Meantime, the official monkeypox case count is continuing to grow. 414 cases so far, though, reported across the state. A study says New York has the most expensive Uber rides in the country, about $35 to travel 6 miles. By comparison, taking an Uber in Pakistan, for example, will set you back about $1.39. Switzerland has the world's highest Uber ride, though, about $43 for a 6-mile ride. As for New York, the study says you might as well take a helicopter. What's hurting Uber is that the service is so much more expensive than it used to be, right? As such, Uber usage fell by about 16%, they say, here in the city just before the pandemic, especially with new congestion fees and compounded by the fact that ride-sharing apps had been artificially cheap to begin with to establish the service. Seriously, though, they're saying by the end of the year, it could be cheaper to take an Uber helicopter to the airport than wait for an Uber. When's news time? 6:09.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3355 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3355. Enjoy.
We made it to the weekend, everybody. We're going to tell you what the weather's going to be like and the traffic on the way home tonight in just a moment. When's news time? 6:10. Your traffic and AccuWeather next.
No traffic in the Hudson Valley, so how you care for it should be too. That's why the internationally renowned surgeons from Montefiore Einstein are now performing open heart surgery at White Plains Hospital. This makes us one of the premier destinations for advanced life-saving cardiac care. Visit wphospital.org/cardiac surgery to learn more. White Plains Hospital. Exceptional. Every day. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Make your money go further and work harder with a certified financial planner from Facet Wealth. Inflation, interest rates, stock market changes, home prices. Every advisor at Facet is a certified financial planner and fiduciary, and they're legally bound to do what's in your best interest. Facet has a simple flat fee. There are no commissions. Call 888-598-3893 for 2 months free off your first year of financial planning. That's 888-598-3893. Try FacetWealth.com. Facet Wealth is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice.
Wentz News Time, 6:11, and now from the traffic center, here is Greg Wright.
Now it's real tough to drive on the FDR tonight. Northbound side of the FDR Drive, getting up towards the area of East 90th Street, right out from Gracie. You still have that crash. You still have the left lane knocked out. There's a tow truck with it, so hopefully some resolution soon. But for now, everybody sits in the left lane on the northbound FDR, and so do you, all the way back to the UN. Southbound rubbernecking from the 130s on down. West side's going to be a better ride either way. In fact, the west side by far your winner getting out of town of the George. Speaking of which, here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. You got that Yankees Red Sox game tonight in the Bronx, so yeah, big crowd en route, which is why it is still 60 to 90 minutes on the inbound upper level of the George, and the lower is going to run you 45 plus. The Egan's a parking lot either way. Over at the stadium parking lots, and again, the northbound west side best of it out. 45 to 16 at the Lincoln, 15 minutes out, 15 to 20 at the outbound Holland and the outbound Skyway, with a wreck in the right lane in South Kearney. Inbound Skyway tack on 30 to 40, so get over to the Newark Bay Extension. It's the better on it in either direction. Eastbound Long Island Expressway, getting out past South Oyster Bay Road. Crash has a couple of right lanes knocked out of service. You got to mess all the way back past Jericho Turnpike as a result. In New Jersey, the northbound Turnpike, Eastern and Western spurs, both awful. It's a Route 46, but if you got to choose one, you go to the Western because the Eastern is by far worse. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report at 6:21 on 1010 Wins.
This is a Petro Home Services heat warning. Temps are rising above 85 degrees. Call Petro now to make sure that your AC can beat the heat. 1-888-PETRO-08.
And now, your Denton Wins After Weather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Carrie Schwindenhammer with this live report.
Shower moving through northern parts of the Bronx, but already it's weekend with time, and certainly tonight's going to be a comfortable night in most places, mainly clear skies, below 70 in the city, 60s in the outlying areas. Tomorrow, partial sunshine, still not all that bad a day, but there could be a thunderstorm in parts of central Jersey, maybe at the shore as well, the high 85. A thunder shower around tomorrow night, the low 71. By Sunday and Monday, humidity becomes much more noticeable. Clouds and some sunshine, also a thunderstorm or two around, especially on Monday, when they could be locally heavy in the high both days, 86. It's 81 under mainly clear skies, humidity 50%, the wind southeast at 10 miles an hour. Again, 81 going down to 70 in Midtown. On AccuWeather's Carrie Schwindenhammer on New York's weather station, 1010 Wind.
From Dallas, Heritage Auctions has another interesting table of items people will get to bid on this weekend. Its historical platinum session is tomorrow, and it features articles from world history and movie history. Check it out. One of the items listed is a letter written by Abraham Lincoln assassin John Wilkes Booth 1 year before he fired the shot heard around the world. Samantha Sisler is with the auction house.
That's an incredible piece because it is so different from the Booth we know today as the assassin. But in his time, he was a leading actor, and this letter, he's written it after a
She says the guy was a drama king, too, writing on and on about the death of a friend, being crushed by a wagon in the snow, and how his blood spilled into the snow. Turns out the friend he was talking about is a whiskey flask, and the blood is the drink that was inside. You can go to Heritage Auctions website for more details. Wins News Time, 6:14.
America's leading internet provider just got even faster. Switch to Spectrum Internet, and you now get starting speeds of up to 300 megabits per speed for streaming, faster speeds for gaming, faster speeds for working or learning, all with 99.9% network reliability. So no matter what you do online, you can do it better, safer, and now faster with Spectrum Internet. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Based on internet subscribers among top ISPs, speeds may vary. Restrictions apply.
Do you have heart failure and often hear?
Those stomach issues ruined your birthday.
tired to play catch, Grandpa.
I haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist and ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Wins News Time, 6:15. Don't you just hate two-faced people? Well, pretty soon, you can be not only two-faced on Facebook. Meta Platforms, Inc. will let you create multiple faces or profiles on your account, up to 5, in fact. Stacey Lynn says they're trying to encourage more posting and sharing.
You can be anyone you want online, and now Facebook, or Meta, is giving you a chance to embrace that alter ego. Up until now, Facebook didn't let you have more than one account. Now it's testing out a new feature which will allow users to create up to 5 different profiles linked to a main account. The idea is you profiles dedicated to a specific hobby or interest, like cooking or art or travel. You can also have a different profile for different groups in your life, like family or neighbors or coworkers.
So now don't try to use the new profiles to cause mischief, okay? You still have to follow Facebook's content policies, and everything you do on the additional profiles will tie back to your core account. Well, you've seen them everywhere, those cute little French bulldogs, and one guy went to an extreme, a violent extreme, in fact, to try and nab one a few weeks ago, and the attempted theft was caught on camera. Here's Samantha Liebman tonight.
It happened on June 21st around 2:45 in the afternoon. Police just releasing surveillance now showing the suspect walking into 61 Broadway, and then video from inside. The suspect getting into the same partition in the revolving door, first attempting to pet the dog, then getting violent. Elena works in the building, not surprised. The owner in the struggle suffered a concussion and bruising. The dog was okay. Samantha Liebman, 1010 Wins in Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, police say French bulldogs are a popular breed and some of the most expensive, which is why owners are targeted. You remember last year, 2 of Lady Gaga's French bulldogs were stolen, and the guy who was walking the dog for her was shot. They arrested 5 people in connection with that. Have you seen this latest TikTok video, meantime? From a vet who's now sharing the unique names of pets that have turned up in his waiting room?
All right, where's Bart Ruffalo? Who's got Pico Tagato?
I don't know how people create the names they do, but there are some genius minds out there that really are creative.
The Chicago-based veterinarian is sharing some of the most bizarre on TikTok.
All right, I'm looking for Paul McCartney.
The video's racking up more than 8.3 million views.
Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness.
In addition to the silly stuff, Dr. Frank also shares content to help pet owners, from performing the Heimlich on animals to red flags you shouldn't ignore.
Yeah, red flags, which include chewing on your favorite white shoes before Labor Day. When's news time? 6:18.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No. We tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Staples has everything for school at great prices. So this year you won't go back to school. You'll be ready to move forward and build that papier-mâché volcano.
I am not cleaning this up.
Ooh, yeah, I meant the kids. Staples will help them move forward. Right now, Crayola 24-count crayons and 4-ounce Elmer's glue are just 50 cents each, and 1-inch binders are only $1.99. Everything on your list at amazing prices. Staples, we're not going back. We're going forward to school. N716 in store only, limit 30.
Looking good, Mrs. Dobbs. The head groundskeeper at Sad's Golf Course just retired.
Need to find someone in the next 2 weeks. Someone with botany and management experience.
He needs a replacement because the greens are already looking a little rough.
Aeration. They need to know it all.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
All of the news coverage, none of the news bias. 1010 Wins.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
81 degrees, but we'll get down to 70 tonight here at 620. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. More from the Upper East, where police still looking for the customer who stabbed a private security guard in the neck today after a big argument. It wasn't a bank robbery, but a guy upset about service at the teller booth. Cops in Mineola arresting a guy for putting spikes near several government facilities to mess up people's tires, and yeah, it worked. Cops say several vehicles were damaged. We'll have the story. Also get the latest from Long Island on the close encounters of the shark kind. It's Old Bay Beach on Oyster Bay reopened today, but there's TV still keeping a lookout with drones. Overseas, President Biden says the murder of a Washington Post journalist at the hands of the Saudi crown prince was the first to the Saudi leadership when he met with them today. Because the guy told him, I didn't do it. Biden told him, I believe you did. And in 1010 Wins Entertainment, Jay-Z with the answer to the million-dollar question, where has he been and what is he doing? And is he going to do anything else? Haven't heard from him musically since his last album, 444. 1010 Wins accurate with an outlook across the traffic sky, coming down to 70 degrees on this Friday night. West News Track 621, now traffic and transit on the one day, including your BMW short traffic report, sponsored by Tri-State BMW Center. And here is Greg Rice.
Now, trying to get to the Jersey Shore, Staten Island Expressway isn't cooperating on the first leg of the ride. Westbound, you're all jammed up from the Verrazano over to the West Shore, but at least the Turnpike and the Outer Bridge, everything at least gets you into Jersey now in pretty good shape. You get down the shore, and everybody's waiting for you from Route 33 all the way down to Toms River. Still a bit of a mess. En route to the Hamptons for the weekend, eastbound Sunrise Highway, you got some company east of 112 and Old Medford Avenue, getting over to Hospital Road. After that, you are golden the rest of the way, trying to get to the Connecticut beaches. Nothing's really wrong. It's just slow on 95 from Portchester all the way on up through Fairfield. It's not anything going on. It's just everybody else had the same idea, too. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, and everybody else is going to the Yankees game tonight. Still a 60 to 90-minute ride on the upper level, 45 to 60 on the inbound lower D, and blocked up either way to the stadium parking lots, north and west side. Best way out of town at the George. 60 plus at the inbound Lincoln, 15 out, 15 to 20 at the outbound Holland, and the outbound Skyway slam to South Kearney with a wreck. Inbound Holland, 20 to 30 from the Skyway. So yeah, the Newark Bay, your winner either way. North at FDR Drive, getting up towards the area of East 90th Street. We still have a crash, or we used to, knocking out the left lane. They just drove off. It's still slow from the UN on up. Traffic is sponsored by your Tri-State BMW centers. Hurry into your local BMW center and receive a loyalty credit of up to $1,750 on select models now through August 1st during the BMW Summer Sales Event. For more information, visit TriStateBMW.com today. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Yeah, police still looking for that customer who allegedly attacked a private security guard today inside the vestibule of a bank on the Upper East Side. Julia Papa has been following it.
Lewis saw the commotion at the chase. Second.
I mean, it's just kind of crazy to hear this happen. I live right across the street. This is the bank that I usually go to.
The security guard had been stabbed in the neck by a disgruntled customer who, police say, tried to get into the bank before opening time and then had an argument with the teller. Blood could be seen on the bank's front door. The suspect's scooter remained in the vestibule. Andrew Fine is with the 86th Street Block Association. He's very aware of crime in the neighborhood.
Unfortunately, they're arresting people and then having them let go like within hours with desk appearance tickets.
He says the criminal justice system needs an overhaul. Juliet Papa, 1010 Wins on the Upper East Side.
Yeah, folks on Twitter are surprised, and I am too, quite frankly, that they haven't caught this guy yet since he left his scooter there and since he was a customer there at the bank fighting with the teller, allegedly, but prior to all of this, so they should be able to find him pretty soon. We'll keep you posted on the condition of the guard. He's out of surgery, by the way, but still in critical condition. The guy from Mineola allegedly laid tire spikes near Nassau County police facilities, damaging multiple vehicles. They say 59-year-old Manuel Reese did it at least 5 times in May. They picked him up yesterday at his house on charges including criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. Cops say between May 11th and July the 11th, Reese laid spikes across the roadway near multiple locations where police cars tread. Spikes did what they did. They damaged multiple department vehicles as well as a lady's personal car. Police say there's still no motive for the alleged sabotage. Young folks who like to drink, got a little bad news for you. There's a new study which says alcohol is worse for you than your Uncle Buddy.
Disheartening news for younger adults who like to drink moderately. A large global study finding even that carries health risks.
It found that moderate alcohol consumption, which in this study was defined as approximately 2 drinks per day, which is relatively the maximum that we recommend from the CDC, was associated to an increased risk of harm for those under the age of 40 compared to older age groups.
But ABC medical contributor Dr. Darian Sutton offers this caveat.
When looking at younger age groups, there's an association to alcohol consumption and high-risk behaviors, which may also change these results.
Brian Clark, ABC News.
Researchers say that risky behavior can lead to things like auto accidents, as well as injury and homicide. Checking the roll call, 81 degrees in Saddlebrook right now. West Orange, you're showing 83. 79 in Long Beach, and we've got 81 degrees. A complete AccuWeather forecast coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Wins News Time 626. Now Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins, and here is Andrew O'Day.
Patients will have to be patient for this, but next year people with some health insurance plans from United Health will be able to get several drugs with no co-pays or out-of-pocket costs. United says that will include insulin, glucagon, epinephrine, albuterol, and anti-overdose treatment naloxone. All the drugs are available in generic or biosimilar forms. Two giants of tech are now planning to make their presence a little less giant in New York. Source tells Bloomberg that Amazon is cutting back on the amount of space it had planned to lease at Hudson Yards. It comes a week after Amazon scrapped plans for a cargo hub at Newark Liberty Airports. Facebook owner Meta Platforms also is pausing its Hudson Yards expansion plans and has decided not to expand its presence at 770 Broadway. Commerce Department reports a stronger than forecast increase in U.S. retail sales for June, and two governors with the Fed are refraining from endorsements of more aggressive moves on interest rates. That played well for stocks. Dow jumped 658, NASDAQ up 201, S&P up 73. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 66 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 Win. And now this message, injured, contact Stephen Harris and the Harris Law Firm at harrislawnyc.com. Wins News Time 627.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-933-1022. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-933-1022 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-933-1022.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Cityside Medical Clinic. Are you struggling with ED? Well, I have great news. We can now effectively treat ED without any pills or side effects. Cityside Medical Clinic uses the most advanced form of wave therapy, clinically proven to open up and regrow blood vessels. Our technology has been shown to be highly effective by Cambridge University. If you're struggling with ED and sick of the pills, call us now, and not only will the assessment and blood flow ultrasound be free, we'll also give you something unique that produces powerful results in the bedroom. You're going to love that. This is $550 normally, but call us now and it's totally free. 646-715-5555. That's 646-715-5555. Put a stop to your ED by treating the root cause of the problem and get your love life back. Call Cityside Medical Clinic in the next 2 minutes to qualify. 646-715-5555.
Want the news without the noise? News Nation is news for all America, reporting all sides, no spin, and no agendas. Go to newsnationnow.com/join us to find News Nation on your television provider.
AccuWeather says clear to partly cloudy tonight with a low of 70 degrees, 64 degrees in the outlying areas. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds for Saturday. Want to watch for afternoon thunderstorms, especially across central Jersey. Get to a high of 85 nonetheless. That rain will continue on into tomorrow night with a low of 71. And then Sunday, warm and more humid with clouds and some sun, a thunderstorm in some spots on the way to a high of 86 degrees. Looking at Monday even, coming back in from the work road, very warm and humid with clouds and a high of 86. Take care of yourself. Have a good weekend, everybody. Good evening. I'm Larry Mullins. Wednesday News Time at the Tone, 6:30.
Good evening. I'm Lori Madden. We seem to be having a summer of the shark, especially on Long Island, where several people have been bitten. Numerous shark sightings have been reported. So what's going on? 1010 Wind reporter Glenn Schuck was on Shark Patrol today.
So why all these sharks? George Gorman, the regional director of New York State Parks for Long Island, says basically the water is cleaner and warmer than ever. There are dramatically more bait fish, which the sharks want to eat. They don't want to go after you.
I don't want to feel like the mayor of Amity from Jaws. The waters are safe. There have been some shark bites. The experts have been saying that these shark bites are really because the sharks are feeding on bait fish, bunker fish. They accidentally will by a foot, a toe.
And Gorman says they're sending out high-technology drones a mile out to sea every morning. Again, the goal, keeping you safe. One shot, 10-10, Wins News.
Wins News time, 6:31. Time for traffic and transit with Greg Rice.
Now, Laura, a couple of big events drawing crowds in the area tonight. Chief among them, there's the Yankees-Red Sox game tonight, so you know there's going to be a big crowd in the Bronx. And as you would expect, there's a big mess at the inbound Georgian route. 60 to 90 on the upper, 45 to 60 on the inbound lower, and the Deegan's crowded either way. It's a parking lot on the Deegan, getting over to the stadium parking lot. Northbound and west side, just trying to get you out of town, does the best job of that. Lincoln Tunnel's about 30 to 40 in, 15 out, 15 at the outbound of Holland. Inbound the Skyway, the worst of it is 30 to 40 minutes. The outbound Skyway with a crash in South Kearney. Newark Bay, better play either way. Other big event is the concert. Dead & Company playing over at City Field. So you got the Queensbound and Whitestone. A mess into the area. Eastbound Grand Central, also pretty slow. And here's what we see on Long Island, Big 3. You see the crash on the eastbound Long Island Expressway near Southwest Bay Road, blocking the right lane, backing you up past Jericho Turnpike. Westbound LI and Northern State, slow from Glen Cove Road back to Queens. Southern State getting worse westbound from Belmore Avenue all the way out to Eagle Avenue. Eastbound slow, getting over to Route 110. Traffic is sponsored by Optimum Business. A lot goes into your small business, and Optimum Business with 24/7 customer support goes into it all. So they provide reliable, secure internet with speeds up to 1 gig for your business needs. At 866-218-0460 or visit Optimum.com/business today. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Win.
Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here is meteorologist Carrie Schwindenhammer.
It's going to be a quiet night and a good night for baseball. A few clouds overhead tonight, the low 70 in the city, the closer to 64 in some of the cooler spots. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. Watch for an afternoon thunderstorm, especially across central Jersey and at the shore. The high 85. A shower or thundershower in spots for tomorrow night, the low 71. Warm and more humid Sunday and Monday. Limited sunshine. And there could be a thunderstorm or two around each day, especially Monday, when any thunderstorm could be locally heavy, especially in the afternoon. The high both days, 86. And now the Allergy Alert Forecast, sponsored by ENT and Allergy Associates. Book your same-day appointment online today. Tomorrow's outlook is low to moderate with grasses and plantain, the predominant pollens. It's 81, mainly clear over Central Park, humidity 50%, and the wind southeast at 10. 81 going down to 70 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather's Carrie Schwindenhammer on New York's weather station 1010 Winds.
I'm Dr. Philippe Dion. Thanks to my organ donor, I've been able to help thousands of patients as a neurologist. Organ donors are heroes who help others live on. Visit liveonny.org to become an organ donor hero.
Wins News time 6:33. With the Trump family in mourning after yesterday's death of Ivana Trump, the first wife of Donald Trump, there's been a delay in a New York probe.
The New York Attorney General's office offered condolences to the Trump family and agreed to postpone deposition testimony from former President Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and Ivanka Trump following the death of Ivana Trump. She died Thursday at 73. The Trumps were supposed to sit for depositions as part of a civil investigation into how the family business valued its real estate holders. The Attorney General's office secured the depositions after a legal battle and said this is only a temporary delay. Depositions will be rescheduled as soon as possible. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
And today, the New York City Medical Examiner said Ivana Trump died as a result of an accident from blunt impact injuries. She apparently fell downstairs in her home on the Upper East Side. Wins News time 6:34. House Democrats have voted to restore abortion rights nationwide, the first legislative response to the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. But the bill has little chance of passing the Senate. New Jersey Democrat Frank Pallone said Congress needs to act.
These laws turn back the clock on the health, well-being, and equality of women across the nation. And Republicans have made it clear, this is just the beginning. Congressional Republicans are already pushing a nationwide abortion ban that would criminalize abortion in all 50 states.
Republican Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers of Washington supports a national ban. She voted against the measure today. This is not about codifying Roe v. Wade. Why? Because it nationalizes abortion for all 9 months of pregnancy. All 9 months. This would make America as radical as China and North Korea. The House also voted to prohibit states from restricting the travel of women and children who are seeking abortion. 3 Republicans voted with Democrats on that bill, none from our state. President Biden met with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince today in a country he once said he wanted to designate as a pariah state.
President Biden told reporters here he told Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman his country needs political reform.
Jamal Khashoggi, will you apologize to his family, sir?
Mr. Biden also confronted him over the death of critic and Washington Post writer Jamal Khashoggi after the prince ignored questions about it during his meeting with the president.
He basically said that he was not personally responsible for it. I indicated I thought he was.
The president also said the U.S. will work on enhancing defense of the country in the face of Iran's evolving nuclear program, and will also partner with the kingdom and others in the region to counter China and Russia.
Correspondent Steve Dorsey, Wednesdays on 636. Jay-Z's future 1010 Wins Entertainment is next.
Hi, Tom Bodette here. Just back from the Bodette family reunion, and honestly, I'm a little baffled by my nephew. Last reunion, he was still bouncing on my knee. Now he's hitting his head on ceiling fans. Good thing they stayed at Motel 6, where there's comfy beds with plenty of room to stretch out on, and great low rates, because, you know, teenagers eating a week's worth of groceries for lunch. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on. For you.
Attention! Do you owe back taxes, fines, and penalties to the IRS? The IRS now offers new relief options for taxpayers affected by COVID-19, but you can't go it alone. Call Tax Solutions now. Our team of former IRS agents and tax professionals can get you the best deal. We know the COVID-19 rules. Call us and never speak to the IRS again.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours. The virus has caused the IRS to take extensive action to help taxpayers. So if you owe $10,000 or more, this is the best time in years to settle your tax debt.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
Remember, the IRS will not give up until you pay. Call 800-521-4177. 800-521-4177. 800-521-4177.
Wednesday's time, 6:38. From the 1010 Wins Entertainment Tonight newsroom, here's Matt Cohen.
Jay-Z has revealed that his future plans are up in the air, but not willing to say that he's retired. The 52-year-old mogul says he's not actively making music, but is open to whatever. Criminal Minds has been picked up for a limited series revival on Paramount+. It will feature the original stars, including Joe Mantegna, Aisha Tyler, and Adam Rodriguez. No premiere date has been announced. The Weeknd brings his After Hours Till Dawn tour to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford on Saturday. The tour draws inspiration from the Weeknd's Super Bowl performance. Find out more at theweeknd.com. And we'll have all the latest celebrity news tonight at 7:30 on CBS 2. This report brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Customize your car and home insurance. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. For the most trusted name in entertainment and news, ET and 1010 Wins, I'm Matt Cohen.
Weekday time, 6:39. If you have ever thought about remodeling your bathroom, but were worried it would take too long or cost too much, then stop worrying. Right now, Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has designed a collection of high-quality custom products and perfected the one-day remodeling experience so you can enjoy your new bathroom faster than ever before. It's a worry-free bath remodel from the most trusted brand name in the business, Jacuzzi. A Jacuzzi bath system fits in your existing tub space. It's a no-mess installation with an amazing style selection, factory-certified installers, and a limited lifetime warranty. Call 800-291-7154. That's 800-291-7154 right now and get 50% off installation with no interest and no payment for 12 months. Replace that old bathtub today with a walk-in shower for a safer bathing experience. If you have lived in your home for over 15 years, it's time to remodel your bathroom. For a virtual or in-home appointment, call 800-291-7154. That's 800-291-7154. 800-291-7154. The station you know, the people you trust. 1010 Wins.
The Newswatch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good evening, 81 degrees at 6:40. I'm Lori Madden, and here's what's happening. A bank security guard working at a Chase on the Upper East Side is stabbed and critically wounded. 1010 Wins reporter Julia Papa with the story in a moment. U.S. health officials say 100,000 more monkeypox vaccine doses are on today. Millions more have been ordered. 3 men convicted as teenagers in the torching of a Brooklyn subway token booth that killed the clerk inside have been exonerated. Police are looking for a would-be dog snatcher who tried to steal a French bulldog from a woman at a financial district building. A lot of people talking about Bruno as the Encanto soundtrack leads all in its wake at the half-year point in music sales. In sports, the Yankees hosting Boston tonight. The Mets at Chicago postponed. 10-10 with AccuWeather says clear to partly cloudy this evening. Nice night for baseball. Low 70. Partly sunny tomorrow with an afternoon or evening thunderstorm. We could see some thunderstorms Sunday. These time at 6:41. A lot of traffic getting to that game now. Here's Greg Rice.
Yeah, Lori, if you're stuck in the George Pass right now, you're not going to see first pitch. You're going to see a lot of traffic in front of you, though. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. City-bound George, 45 to 60 on the upper, 30 to 40 on the lower. Deegan still packed either way to the stadium. Cross Bronze Pad 2 to the George West side for Holmes Falls. It's the best of it getting out of town. You're also going to see crowds over to Citi Field. You're not crazy, though. You didn't hear correctly. The Mets are on the road. It's a concert over at Citi Field, still drawing a crowd. Queensbound Whitestone Bridge is bad, and so is the southbound Whitestone Van Wyck combo. Getting over to the stadium, Grand Central East to a lesser degree, also far from good. Lincoln Tunnel into the city, 60 minutes. Outbound side about 15 as well. Holland 30 in from the Skyway, better from the Turnpike. Outbound Holland 15, but on the outbound Skyway at Bismal over to South Kearney. That is all the cost of a crash. 280 eastbound, we're dealing with an accident at this hour. Not quite back at the Stickle Drawbridge. It's over exit 13. You got the left lane out. 287, you got an absolute mess either way. Getting over to exit 2 in Edison with an northbound wreck in the left lane. And the Garden State parking lot northbound bad to Cranford before exit 137. That is an accident knocking out at least one lane. Eastbound Long Island Expressway near South Oyster Bay Road, wreck in the right lane. The mess past Jericho Turnpike, LI and Northern State West from Glen Cove Road back to Queens. It just doesn't move. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report at 6:51 on 1010 Wins.
A security guard who was working at a Chase Bank on the Upper East Side today is fighting for his life tonight after being stabbed. 1010 Wind reporter Julia Papa with the very latest.
EMTs worked on the security guard as they rushed him into the ambulance. He was stabbed in the neck by a disgruntled customer who was getting into it with a teller over what appeared to be a deactivated account.
He definitely, has more problems going on than just his bank account.
That's Lewis, who patronizes that bank branch. Laura says she'd always say hello to the guard when she passed by, and she worries about people who act out violently.
You have to have your head focused, and even when you focus, there's somebody to come up behind you.
The suspect left his scooter in the bank lobby as he fled on foot up 2nd Avenue. Julia Papa, 1010 Wins on the Upper East Side.
Wednesday time 6:43. The City Health Department opened up 9,200 monkeypox vaccination slot appointments earlier this evening. About 43 minutes ago, to be exact, at 6 o'clock. The appointments made through the city's vaccine portal. The health department says there are now 461 confirmed cases of monkeypox in the city, but they also think that number is much higher. U.S. health officials late today said more than 100,000 vaccine doses were being shipped to states, and several million more are on order in the months ahead. They also acknowledge that supply has not kept up with demand in places like New York and California. 3 men convicted as teenagers in one of the most horrific crimes in New York City in the 1990s were exonerated today. Subway token booth clerk Harry Kaufman was burned to death when he was doused in flammable liquid. His token booth torched in Bed-Stuy. A judge dismissed the murder convictions of Vincent Ellerby, James Irons, and Thomas Malik after prosecutors said the case was built on falsehoods filled with confessions, shaky witness identifications, and other flawed evidence. Malik and Irons, both now 45 years old, left court free for the first time since 1995. The 44-year-old Ellerby was paroled in 2020. Wins News Time 6:45. It was a nice day to be at the beach, and if you're a smoker, you won't be able to light up anymore at state parks and beaches. A new law will be going into effect in 3 months. The governor signed it today. 1010 Wind reporter Darius Razzius was at Jones Beach.
People at the beach here are enjoying the sun, the water, and the fresh breeze. This mother from Massapequa says sometimes the air isn't as clean.
Yeah, we don't want any smoking on the beaches.
Now she's breathing easier after Governor Hochul signed a bill into law banning smoking in most state parks and beaches. Shay from the Bronx thinks this law is unnecessary for these outdoor places.
Some things should be left to people to make the decision. You can smoke around kids and other people, but if it's a smoking section, you should have that.
Smoking is still allowed in certain parts like parking lots and some